Hello and konnichiwa. This is Justin, the real Manos, and I really liked my Batman favorites video from a few months back, and I had tons of more choices, so I'm making a second one here. Now, also to Gotham Girl, we were talking about doing maybe Batman favorites round robin. This isn't it, so don't worry, don't quickly grab some choices. This has nothing to do with that. I got a ton of Batman favorites, so we'll worry about that later. Anyway, I just had some of these, and these are actually ones I pretty much would have included the last time around, but I completely forgot about them. And last time I went from newest to oldest, so this time I'm doing reverse order for some apparent reason. I guess to be cute. I'm going oldest to newest. And here we go. By the way, as usual with Batman favorites, I'm not wasting my time talking about RAM chips and shit like that. All these are awesome, so all these are 5 RAM chip worthy kind of stories. Alright, excuse me. First off, I'm going to go all the way back to, what year was this? 1983. And this is the first 2 issues of the original Batman and the Outsiders, 1 and 2, by Mike Barr and Jim Aparo. They were the creators of the concept, and this started off fucking awesome. Basically, this all started out with Batman's friend who runs Wayne Enterprises, Lucius Fox. He gets kidnapped while doing business in another country. I think it's called, I can't remember all of a sudden, it's Markovia or something like that. There's a civil war going on, and he gets kidnapped by the bad guys who are not so good. And, let's see, he wants to break him out, but he needs the Justice League. The Justice League says, I'm sorry, this is kind of politically bad for us, we can't really get involved. So he quits and goes by himself. Well, he brings along Black Lightning and Metamorpho as backup, and they run into a few other heroes, Geoforce, Katana, Halo, and they kind of, sort of, organically form into a team. It's a pretty terrific story, and, you know, I have to say, I love the late, great Jim Aparo's Batman. I think he just did a beautiful, perfect-looking Batman. And some of his work could be a little stale, although Adrian Roy, who colored this, does just a terrific job, and Batman's just as always fun, and it's a promising, it begins a really promising series. I'm really sad that the current version of Batman and the Outsiders is just kind of floundering. That's because of the all Grant Morrison craziness going on, so I really haven't had a chance. But this is terrific. 1983, the first 2 issues. I don't think these are traded, so just probably have to find them in the back bins or something like that. Now, here's Batman 423 from '88. Now, don't be fooled. Todd McFarlane does not do the interior art. That goes to Dave Cockrum, and it's written by Jim Stalin. And the art is actually kind of blah, to be honest. What's cool here is the story. It's sort of a Rashomon kind of point of view story, where 3 cops are discussing their various run-ins with Batman. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure this influenced an episode of Batman the Animated Series, which also influenced a segment in the Batman Gotham Knights, so it just keeps on going on. This is terrific. All 3 cops have a different view of Batman, and you know, one sees him kicking ass, one sees him save a guy from suicide, and one sees the charitable part of Batman. It's really well done. I'm not a huge Jim Stalin fan, because he sometimes goes way too much into cosmic stuff, but he does real-world stuff very well. This is Batman 423. Now, anytime I'm going to do any of these Batman favorites, I cannot leave out anything by the team of Alan Grant and Norm Breyfogle. They were ran on Detective Comics, Batman for a little while, and Batman Shadow of the Bat. And they just were a terrific team. This is issues 601 through 603, and the story is called Tupla. It's essentially about this small business owner who's getting pushed around by the mob, And he has no choice, well, he feels anyway, to strike back and defend himself by calling upon mystic powers, and one of them brings this beast, this Tupla beast. And, you know, it doesn't really go too well. Of course, any beast you bring from beyond is going to go out of control. And, of course, Batman has to jump in to not only save him, but the mobsters and everybody else from this creature kind of gone rampant. But, let's see, he feels like he has no choice, so he turns to Etrigan, who, of course, is also a rampaging beast who really can't be controlled. The art is just terrific. It starts off with this cool scene where this guy in a Ferrari challenges Batman to a drag race. And the art is usually as terrific as always. I really love the way Norm Brayfogle just broke down panels and pages and stuff. They really flowed into each other, and they were kind of... he had a nice creepy feel to his work, and let's see, you know, he just, I don't know, it was just a very different look, and but not too different where you go, oh crap, look at this stuff. I love this, 601 through 603, and I also think these are just back issues. I don't think these have been collected too bad. And I'm going to finish off with the most recent book here. This is from '93. This is an issue of Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, issue 54. This is all by Mike Mignola. And let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Anybody help write this? Well, Dan Raspler helped out a little bit, but it's pretty much a Mike Mignola story. How much time we got? 4 minutes. Excellent, excellent. It's called Sanctum, and this is basically when Mike Mignola, I think, was prepping Hellboy for Dark Horse, and you can really tell it does play like a, and look like a Hellboy story. Batman is chasing a serial killer into a cemetery, and apparently the serial killer was planning to rise this evil that's been kind of laying low for like 100 years, waiting to get out, and Batman runs into him, and oh god, that's a beautiful page. Batman runs into him, and he actually starts noticing that he's getting older as he's talking to the ghostly man, and the ghostly man, by the way, is getting younger. It's a terrific book, and uses a bit of ancient mysticism and you know, historical shots, and god, it just looks terrific. This is probably the best book out of the group right here, and it's just beautiful work. I can't get enough of this. Yeah, I actually kind of forgotten about this issue, and then I was buying some stuff for Lindsay last Christmas, and I noticed this at Trilogy Comics, and I thought, oh, she'll love this, and I picked it up and reread it, and I realized, oh, I love this. This is a great fucking book. Anyway, these are all terrific stories. If you can find them at your comic book store or online, wherever, read them. I highly recommend them. And everybody talks about, the reason why I do these is everybody talks about, you know, the best Batman stories. And they're always Dark Knight Returns, Year One, Long Halloween, Arkham Asylum, and they're all terrific, but there's some nice stuff that's kind of slipping through the cracks, and at least that's what I hope I did here. Anyway, I got a couple of more reviews coming up later in the week. I got an MST3K box set, and some comic reviews too. So, till then, push the button, Lindsay.